Happy New Year 2016. This is Vaidya Priyanka from AUMcuisine. What have you told yourself this year? Better nutrition, better taste, perhaps you're going to try something new. Perhaps you're going meatless on Mondays. Perhaps you are going to be on your vegan journey and maybe you're losing weight, getting shinier hair, better eyesight, perhaps even more intelligence, all because of your food. Well, after all, you are what you eat, and we are here to support you every step of that journey. Every single week, new recipes right here on AUMcuisine. Good evening and welcome to another episode of AUMcuisine, authentic, universal, meditative. I'm going to present to you something that I learned many years ago when I was living in Thailand. I just didn't live there for a long period of time. It was just a short period of time, almost like an authentic culinary experiment. But it had a bit of this and a bit of that. And the person who taught me had a Thai father, but a French mother. And this curry is euphoria, not just for the senses, but visually and of course for the taste buds. So I wanted to share this gorgeous recipe with all of you. So I have a lovely pot going on. I'm a huge fan of Le Creuset, so there you go. I'm going to put in some coconut oil. And as soon as I have the coconut oil in there, I'm going to throw in some lemongrass. Already smells wonderful. It's crazy. And then I'm going to throw in some galangal root. Lovely. And at this point, some curry leaves. And at this juncture, some ginger. As I've always said before, the order of where you put the ingredients in matters a whole lot when you're making something flavorful. It's really beautiful that way. About 3 cloves of minced garlic. Smells decadent, just decadent. Perfect. At this point, I'm going to be adding my purple cauliflower. I like it for the color a lot. And then I'm going to throw in julienned carrots in multiple colors. And at this point, I'm going to be adding some red onions. And as they're all getting to know each other, I'm going to be adding some cinnamon. It's almost like the sweet nothings that these vegetables speak with each other. They sweat and get to know each other in such a remarkable way. And at this juncture, I add some red pepper flakes, or red chili flakes as we call it. Like we say in America, it's the stuff we put on our pizza. So, and as that is softening up, it's time to prepare some courgette or zucchini. I love this vegetable. It's very soft. It's a member of the squash family, of course. But the thing with this is that you shouldn't put it right in the beginning because it can really make a mess in the dish. It gets very squishy very fast. So, until later. At this juncture, we're adding in some asparagus. As you can see, so many vegetables going on. Smells so delightful. So good. And then I'm going to be adding some celery. The order is key. Remember, the order is completely key. At this juncture, I'm going to be adding some almonds made into a paste with some saffron. So take about 12 almonds, soak them overnight, peel them in the morning, and then make a paste out of it. Put in some saffron in there and put that right in the center. And what we're going to do now is add some coconut milk, a whole glass of coconut milk. And at this point, we're going to be adding 2 pinches of black pepper, 1 big pinch of cardamom, and I love all the vegetables to come together. This juncture, you're going to be adding the zucchini, your choice of mushrooms, but I do like cremini, and sometimes, not all the time, I do have a tendency to also use oyster mushrooms in this recipe. They come out really nice. So right after the mushrooms, some cabbage, literally shredded really nicely. I know you're thinking, my God, that's a lot of vegetables. It's just beautiful to look at, so colorful. And the way we serve this and plate it up, it's even more magical, beautiful. Then I'm going to be putting in some spinach cut in strips. If you've noticed so far, I haven't added any salt at all. So here's a paste of basil, just basil and water in my brew machine. I'm going to add that. It has about maybe 14 leaves of basil. I love different curries from Thailand, but I must tell you, the reason I fell in love with this curry was that it was in a quaint little cafe. And I didn't really think that the person was going to be so nice to share their recipe with me. But they were so nice. They had me over in the back of the whole area where the kitchen was, and we just put together this absolutely beautiful dish, just fragrant, very nice. And I'm going to be putting in some green peas at the end. I always save the green peas for the end because I don't want them to be squished when we turn things around. I'm going to be adding a pinch of cinnamon at this point. And then I'm going to be adding salt to taste. Smells just magical. It has protein, it has all of these glorious vegetables, it's colorful and absolutely tasty. I can't wait to plate this magic up. It's time to plate up with absolute magic. I just can't wait to do this. It's just gorgeous. So what I normally do is put in some coconut oil. I'm going to be throwing in some passion fruit, the base of it. So for those of you who don't really know a passion fruit, that is a passion fruit. How it's normally taken is that you cut it in half and it's like so. It's just so beautiful. So, you scoop it out kind of thing. So I'm going to scoop out some and just line it up in the plate on either corner. Just absolutely pretty. And we have some here to kind of carry the flavor through. Then I'm going to pour in just plain cooked rice. Any rice of your choice. Basmati is always a good option. I'm going to hold it and drop it in. And I have the rice right there. I'm going to be putting in some mint there, which has been soaking in some lemon juice. We'll just put some lemon juice in spritz, and a teeny weeny bit of salt. Now, when it comes to getting your vegetables out, you want a white canvas, and that's really, really important. So I want to make sure there is a fabulous white canvas right there. It has that, you know, perfect flavor going around, and I like the hint of sweet from the passion fruit. And I'm gonna just pour my gravy right through. The other thing that I do like to do for an element of surprise is, you know, where exactly these things are. So I just take my hand and put rice in the center like that, because it's a very quaint fruit and not many people are familiar with it. I like to just dip it and put it in like that. So people are going to get curious and they will open and they'll be like, oh, it's some extra rice there. So it's kind of very different. I like to do that, play along with it. Some more rice on the side and just go. So I have to try this, oh my God, with some of the passion fruit. I thank the gods for introducing me to the back of that beautiful kitchen, that quaint little cafe in Thailand all those years ago. And thank you, Tui, for remembering to be so generous in this crazy world. So delicious. Talks to my soul. I hope it talks to yours. Happy cooking. See you soon.